What is up, guys? Adrian here from Launch TV, and welcome back to the channel. As we know, KidZone is going away. That means as of January 15th, 2023, we will be saying our final goodbyes to Curious George Goes to Town, DreamWorks Destination, and Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster. However, do not fear, as we still have two things standing there, and those are SpongeBob SquarePants and ET Adventure. Now, as these two are safe, the rest of KidZone, like I stated prior, are going to be demolished. However, do not fear, because Universal Orlando Resort stated that they will soon begin working on bringing exciting new family entertainment to Universal Studios Florida that will immerse guests in the adventures of beloved animated characters, meaning that the only thing we can do here is speculate what exactly will fill this brand new kid zone. Now, I have a couple ideas lined up, and I will give them to you, but I will do it in form of least likely to most likely of what I think. And now we're going to start this off with a concept that is completely unlikely. However, I like it a lot. The only reason it's unlikely is because it isn't animated. Now, this concept is something that I completely came up with in my own brain, and if you don't believe me, I have a video that proves it. It is Amblin Adventures. Like I said, I have a video that's dedicated completely to it. This will be a land completely dedicated to Steven Spielberg, meaning that we would have Back to the Future, E.T., and more. Now, yes, I would 100% love to see this. It would be amazing, it would be star studded, but I completely doubt this would ever happen because, well, this is just a concept that I came up with on my own, and I don't see this coming into KidZone because one, it's not animated, and two, it's not really kids related. But hey, maybe, just maybe, they can just keep Fievel up because Spielberg helped with that. So maybe no, not at all. All right, we'll move on to the next one then. Now we will be taking a step away from things that are not likely at all to something that is not completely likely, but it is least likely to occur, and that is another Nintendo themed land, but not just any Nintendo themed land. No, 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 no. We're talking about Pokemon. And this land could either be dedicated to the anime or the video game by the same name. Now, this is one of the most popular video games of all time, and it is due to come to a Universal Studios theme park sometime soon. Now, there's already a parade coming out in Universal Studios Japan next year dedicated to Pokemon, so who knows what else can happen. Now, with this property being so popular throughout the entire world, it's going to be monumental whenever this opens in any theme park. Therefore, I feel like it needs to be in a huge plot of land and not somewhere as tight and secluded as KidZone. However, I do feel like this could be the possible replacement for The Simpsons if the contract falls through in 2027, or maybe even something over in Islands of Adventure, a possible replacement for Toon Lagoon. Now we will move up a little bit higher and go to something that is kind of likely, and that is Illumination. No, 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 I know, I hear you already. We have an Illumination land coming. But with Secret Life of Pets having its own attraction over at Universal Studios Hollywood, and Sing on Tour being located in both Japan and Singapore, as well as Despicable Me already being a smash hit in every single studio's park, why not have a land that is dedicated to Illumination overall? Now, granted, I don't think that this is truly going to be the huge possibility. However, we can never count out the possibility due to the fact of how much illumination we have in the park already. So there's always a chance. But I will say this for the least. I do think we're going to get some type of Secret Life of Pets attraction at Universal Orlando Resort in the near future, possibly even on the other side of Illumination Avenue. Now we will go from something that I don't think is completely a possibility to something that I think is somewhat likely, and that is that yellow sponge that everyone loves, the one that has a store, Mr. SpongeBob SquarePants. And if you sang that along with me, thank you. If you didn't, thank you anyways for watching the video. But anyways, I think it's going to make perfect sense for Universal Orlando to expand on the concept of the SpongeBob SquarePants property. Just imagine they can bring in all types of new meet and greet characters that we don't already have in the park, like Mr. Krabs, Sandy Cheeks, and maybe even Pearl. Possibly we can even get a complete first of its kind Krusty Krab restaurant along with a slew of new attractions based on SpongeBob, or well, Bikini Bottom overall. This could be more likely than almost everything that I stated already due to the fact that there is already a store in this location dedicated to the franchise. However, I think the store might be the only thing that comes out of this agreement due to the fact that one, we've already had an attraction dedicated to Nickelodeon at Jimmy Neutron Nicktoon Blast, and two, I'm not 100% sure on the rights for these characters due to the Nickelodeon Universe theme parks that have opened at the Mall of America and American Dream Mall, which could possibly be something that's holding back Universal from being able to make a whole entire land or attraction dedicated to SpongeBob SquarePants. Now we will get to the final thing that I believe is most likely to be the replacement for KidZone, and that is DreamWorks. Now with both Shrek 4D and DreamWorks Destination closed, this could be the way to keep DreamWorks in the parks due to the fact that with those two closures, it means we have no DreamWorks at all whatsoever within Universal Orlando Resort. However, this could lead to an entire land dedicated to one of the DreamWorks properties, and that could be either Shrek, Trolls, Kung Fu Panda, or even Madagascar. Now, every single one of those that I just mentioned, besides one, has been featured in its own dedicated land within a Universal Studios park. That one exception is Trolls. Now, I would love to see a full-on dedicated land to Trolls. However, I believe we will potentially be getting an entire DreamWorks destination. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, I think it's going to be a melting pot of all the characters that were featured in DreamWorks Destinations, meaning that it can be a revolving door for new and unique experiences every time that you go. Now, think of this something similar to what we have in KidZone already, being that you can have 3 different attractions based on 3 different properties. You can have a roller coaster dedicated to Trolls. You can have a play zone that can be dedicated to Madagascar. You can even have a stage show that is just dedicated to Shrek. Now, who wouldn't love that? But anyways, I think this is what we're going to get as a replacement to KidZone, a new type of KidZone, a DreamWorks destination. Before wrapping this video up, I just want to say a huge thank you to KidZone overall, because if it weren't for you, a lot of us wouldn't be theme park fans. Okay, maybe I'm lying, but let's be honest here, KidZone has impacted you in some way, shape, or form if you attended Universal and you were younger than the age of like 7. But anyways, I've missed Barney since it's closed. I'm gonna miss KidZone like crazy. However, I have a lot of faith in Universal, and I think they're going to do well. Now, I would love to know your opinion on what you think can replace Woodpecker's KidZone, and I want to know your opinion on what I think can replace it as well. And now I have one question for you that I want you to answer down in those comments, and that is, what was your favorite childhood show? Now, it could be animated, it could be live action, it could be The Wiggles, it could be Barney. Barney was mine, that's why I said it. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your answer to those questions. Subscribe if you guys already haven't done so. And stay excellent, my dudes.